Hey guys, welcome to a bit of a different video today. I am doing all my Pokemon teams from the different generations from the different games. Hope you guys enjoy and like and subscribe, leave a comment, do what you want. Don't really mind it, but be sure to leave what you think of this video down in the description. Sorry, comments a little better, just so I can get some feedback on whether you guys like this type of video or not. So enjoy the video, guys. Alright, my first ever Pokemon team was my first ever Pokemon game was Pokemon Emerald, and my team was as followed. I had a Sceptile. I forgot to put the nicknames in, but at this point in time, I don't really nickname my Pokemon as much, but I usually would, but can't be really bothered right now. My first ever Pokemon was a Sceptile. I then got myself hands on a Hariyama, which I got traded from someone from Pokemon Ruby, which for some reason didn't have any other moves than Tackle. I don't know why, but I had to move on it myself, making this Hariyama a stupidly good Pokemon. I then got myself Gardevoir. Now this Gardevoir was kind of interesting because I caught it as a Ralts, and I only knew Drowl for 5 levels. What are you doing over there, little doggy? Sorry guys, my Doge appears to be going mental. And so yeah, my Sceptile, Hariyama, and Gardevoir were the first 3 Pokemon I ever got. And they're still 3 of my favourite Pokemon that have ever been made to date. Hariyama being my favourite, just because I was able to customize them more. Aggron was the next member of this team for Emerald, and he was a little bit weird. He was basically my MVP of the team, and because of that, I used him a lot. Meaning he was extremely over leveled at level. I think he was level 50 by the time I reached Elite 4. Sorry guys, buddy, what you doing? What you doing? So, oh, hello. Doggy wants to say hello to us. Say hello, son. Hey, buddy. No, not me, not them. No, not good. Basically, that Aggron was just extremely over leveled by the end of my Pokemon Emerald walkthrough. My Walrein, I remember this guy. It was so freaking hard to get his field because back then I did not know how the fishing system worked. I didn't know. I thought you only had to pull once when something bit, and I didn't realize you had to do it on time, and I didn't realize you actually had to do it multiple times potentially, which really sucked for me. As you do. Next was my trusty Charizard. I got this Charizard traded in from my friend from Fire Red, who had 3 Charizards on that one save file. This Charizard was in fact shiny. So yeah, shout out to Larry. He's a legend. He sent me this Charizard and it was just stupid good in the final Elite 4. So yeah, that was my Pokemon Emerald team. Possibly my favorite team I've ever made to date, even though there's 2 traded Pokemon in there, but still, in the analytics, very high average stats there. I didn't put the move coverage in yet, but we resisted those 4 typings, and we had no weakness basically, so that was handy. My next playthrough of any Pokemon game was Pokemon Diamond, which I got off my cousin Brandon as a borrow game. We did these little Nintendo game trades. I gave him, I think, Transformers War for Cybertron, Autobot side, or Decepticons. I can't remember which one. Where'd that doggy go? Where'd that doggy go? I don't know. No, you don't. he gave me a save file that was already, and on the save file there was an Infernape, and there was a Alakazam. So, when I restarted, I traded off his best Pokemon to one of my other games, so he doesn't lose them forever. And I bit, son of a bitch, caught it, and I took the Alakazam for my team. But my starter was Infernape, my third favorite starter of all time. I got myself a Zubat, which I eventually evolved into a Crobat. But this Crobat, he was a little weird. He had hidden power. If I believe it's this one. No, where is it? He had hidden power of water on him for some reason. And I don't know why that was a thing. Next was an Abomasnow. Now this guy was a beast. He was an absolute beast for me and my team. He just knocked things. He ult-called a few Pokemon even, like, he actually ult-called the Garchomp. This Garchomp. Dear God, buddy. This guy doesn't know. I had a Gastrodon as my bulk, you could say. He's just my bulkhead of the team. And a Magnezone just to take down anything that really my Abomasnow couldn't handle. And also just to take down my other weaknesses. As you can see, we resisted 6 typings, and our defense was 103 average. Excuse me. So yeah, that's a really good team for me. Another one of my personal favorite ones, just because it was so early on. I took a little bit of a break from Pokemon then. I started playing a lot of but then I went on and played Pokemon Platinum. Now my Pokemon Platinum team was weird. I had a Torterra, which as my starter, so I chose Turtwig, which is that's just fine, you know. But my Staraptor I trained up from a Staravia from a Pokemon Diamond Day where I caught one, because for some reason Starly just wasn't appearing in my Pokemon Platinum, so I think he was glitched. Don't mind my dog, he appears to be kicking himself. You good, bro? Right. I then had the Luxray, which I evolved from a Shinx, I believe it's called. Can't remember the name. Fuck. But yeah, he was really good. He was really good in my team. The next 3 Pokemon are traded in. My Hariyama from Pokemon Emerald, which I brought in. The Walrein from Pokemon Emerald I brought in, and a Houndoom that I taught in Pokemon Emerald that I brought in. So I just brought those 3 team members in. As you can see, 4 resistances, very high attack stat and HP. So yeah, it was a pretty damn good team. Not my favourite, but since I had Hariyama, you know, it was up there. It was definitely up there, honestly. My Heart Dole team. This one definitely brings back memories, as I have looked through the save file recently. So yeah, I had a Feraligatr as my starter. I had someone trade me an Eevee from Pokemon Platinum. I can't remember his name. He was some guy I met in a hospital with a DS and Pokemon. Yeah. And I evolved into an Umbreon. I then caught myself a Tyrogue and evolved into Hitmonlee by accident. I wanted Hitmonchan. Jackie Chan is it all over Bushi. Then I got myself a Golem via trade evolution, as you can see. Victreebel, which I just evolved normally with a Grass Stone because cat one in the route, you know. And finally on this team I had my Charizard back that I brought in from Emerald again, which was the shiny one. He was awesome. Only 3 resistances though, but it was still sick. Personal favourite team of mine. Brings back recent memories like, I went too far, oh shit. My Pokemon Black team. Emboar, Mandibuzz, Ferrothorn, Seismitoad, Metagross and Salmons. This was my first ever dual, well not dual, this is my first ever Psyduck Legendary team. My first team was Psyduck Legendary, I believe. It resisted so freaking much and it's such good stats. Honestly, but my favourite out of all of these was my Metagross. Trained it up from Pokemon Emerald when I got it from Steven. Steven being Steven Stone in the game, not Steven, a guy I know out here. So yeah, it's still a pretty good team though, to be fair. My Pokemon Y2, I have it right here actually, inside my regular DS. That was such a good game. In fact, this is my that has a recreation of this team on it. With my Samurott, trusty as always, a Chandelure, who was a very late team member actually. I kind of screwed up the order. And Braviary, which I actually caught in the Desert Ruins on a Monday, which is today. Inception. Not really. I got myself a Giglet from the in-game trade, as nobody was willing to trade a Boldore. Dickheads. And then my trusty Stoutland and Lucario. Stoutland, Lucario, and Samurott were really my 3 boys of the team. Like, that team was sick. I forgot to show you the resistance. Resisted a decent amount, honestly. But this next team is one that I have personal delight with. So my starter was a Greninja for Pokemon X, and I brought in my shiny Charizard. I brought back my Lucario, and I brought back my Gardevoir, which was just awesome. It's awesome. So yeah, 3 trade Pokemon on this team, and I had Nidoking and Trevenant too, which are just awesome team members. I'm saying awesome a lot. I think I might be a little dumb. Look at those resistances. Freaking 9 resistances. More importantly, look at those stats. I started playing competitive Pokemon at this point. Yet I have not built a very competitive team. As I have a Decidueye, Venusaur, Toxic, my area, not very good back in the day, other game I used him in, I can't remember which one it was. So yeah, he had 7 resistances. Well, the team had those stats. Now for the most recent one I've played. Ultra Sun. My starter for Ultra Sun was Incineroar, because of how he's portrayed in the Pokemon I Choose You movie. Love the movie, but honestly the end scene was a little sad. Slightly sad, and then came back and was like, so on this team, I had a Halucha, which I caught in the place. I island scanned for a Swampert, and I traded in my Sceptile and Metagross, but then I got Totem Vikavolt, which was sick. Like, when I found out I was able to get him, I was stoked. I wanted one instantly. I was like, give me that thing right now. Repeat price. So I have resisted 6 elements. Not even the right word. Fuck it, I don't care. He had very nice average stats, you could say. But now for my first ever Gen 1 playthrough, which came around the time of X and Moon. Well, around the time of X, Y, or S. So I actually used the Pikachu, even though I knew I couldn't evolve into Raichu, so I had to 10 up in 9. I had my Venusaur, a Charizard and Blastoise, as you do, and I had a Snorlax and an Alakazam. So yeah, that's the most boring team I've ever made in my life, but I still love it. Only 4 resistances and one of those typings weren't even in the game. But those are stupid good stats. So yeah. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like, rating, subscribe, and leave a comment saying whether you enjoyed the video and any suggestions for more videos. I'm always looking for more ways to entertain the viewers, even though I don't have many of them, but still, I try to enjoy communicating with you guys like that. I will see you next time. Peace.